Guys, welcome. I'm Nika Vaughan, founder and owner of Plant Salon, and welcome to our YouTube channel. We've got some serious stuff to get into today. We're going to talk about 5 tips for rehabbing your sad plants. It is such a bummer when one of your plants has taken a turn for the worse, and maybe it was because it wasn't getting the best care, or maybe a pest started to move in on it, but either way, it is not looking good now, and what are you going to do about it? But all is not lost. If you see signs of life, plants are super resilient. So we have 5 great tips from Plant Salon on how to rehab your plant. So what's going on that makes you think your plant is at death's door? To first figure out what you are fixing, you have to figure out what's wrong in the first place. You're going to want to check out the leaves, the stem, and the soil to see the condition of things. Is it too wet? Is it too dry? Is something crunchy? What's going on? Once you've kind of narrowed down what the cause might be, it's time to freshen up your hurting plant. First thing you might want to do is get it out of its current pot, see the condition of the soil, the roots. If the soil is kind of stinky, no good. I mean, maybe there's some bacteria growing in there. If there are any squishy, soft roots, that's what we call root rot. No good. You're going to want to snip off anything brown, squishy, stinky. It needs to go. For the leaves and the stem, you're going to cut away anything that is dead. If it's yellow, crunchy, soft, shriveled, it's got to go. As you're taking care of this plant, she's going to look bald. It's not going to be cute. She might not be cute for a minute. And now you are on the rehabbing journey together with your plant while she grows back out into a more beautiful specimen. This is everyone's least favorite thing, dealing with pests. And there are all kinds, unfortunately, that love to set up shop in our plants, but you can't avoid it. You just got to get in there and clean out your plant. When you're trying to get rid of pests from your plant, the first step is going to be to thoroughly clean the plant. This means leaves, stems, and the dirt. So I like to start from the top down. Go ahead and use something like an insecticidal soap or a very diluted Castile soap and thoroughly douse the plant. You can take a larger plant then and put it in the shower. It's just like it's outside. It's going to get a really good shower or rinse to physically remove anybody who's clinging to your plant. You also then can take, if it's a smaller plant, just even paper towel, soft cloth, and wipe your leaves, wipe your stem. That's going to do a lot of the hard work of removing these pests off of your plant. If you're worried about oversaturating an already overwatered plant, again, wrapping it in just a basic plastic bag so that you're not resaturating those already healing roots, that's fine. If this plant looks like, okay, I've repotted it, the soil is great, this could be its just first thorough big watering. So think of this as like watering day 1, and it's thorough. After physically cleaning your plant, you're going to want to make sure that you add some kind of deterrent so that new pests don't set up shop. So a neem-based spray, or even my favorite is the Jack's Dead Bug Brew spray, is great for just helping to make sure that you kill off maybe anything else that's still hanging out and you prevent new pests from setting up shop. If you have a really bad infestation, you might have to do this kind of treatment once a week for a week or so. Now that we've trimmed and repotted our plant, it's time to double check that the light and water needs of our plant are being met. If you find that you have plants that you keep in lower lit areas of your home, you think of them as low light plants, and they never seem to dry out, they might actually want a little bit more light than what you're giving them. If you notice the soil is always on the dark side because it's always wet, if you notice that there's kind of a nice little mat of moss growing on your plant, if there are little black bugs we call fungus gnats flying around your plant, and when you go to lift the pot, it always feels heavy and saturated, these are all great signs that you're overwatering this plant in this space. So either it needs more light in order to use more of that water up, or you need to cut back on the amount of water you're giving it. If you tend to overwater your plants, or unbeknownst to you, lived with someone who was also watering your plants, having a shared community reminder is just a great way to keep everybody on the same page with this plant's needs. If you're germinating baby plants or you have a really fragile rehab going on, setting just a really basic reminder, even if it is a post-it note, is a great way to be mindful of the new needs of those baby plants. Think of reminders as a tool to set both you and your plant up for success. The more you learn about your plant's needs, the more it will become intuitive and the more success you'll have. Guys, thanks so much for watching, and please let us know what kind of content you want to see in the future. If you liked the video, definitely subscribe so you can follow more of Plant Salon's plant care tips and tricks.